Covert narcissists. What makes them different than the average narcissist? What makes them unique? What makes them special? Well, if you don't know about narcissist personality disorder, and you hear the term narcissism, the first thing that normally comes to mind is a person that's very conceited and then likes to stare at themselves in the mirror and praise their beauty. These people can be very vain, and there's no harm in that, right? No one's getting hurt, so be it. That's where that ends. But when we're talking about narcissist personality disorder, it goes beyond just looking at yourself in the mirror and admiring your good looks. We're talking about a disorder that's deadly to everybody else around them. We're talking about a disorder that destroys human lives and creates psychological, lifelong trauma to their loved ones and anyone else that they target. So how does the covert narcissist able to infiltrate these societies, these groups, these organizations, these clubs that are usually full of high-functioning, well-rounded people, good-hearted people that are just trying to be part of something and have fun and meet cool, like-minded people and grow their social circle? How are these monsters able to get through and fool everybody? The covert narcissist is really antisocial, first of all. They're antisocial. So they tend to be a little more timid, a little bit more reserved. They keep to themselves. They're not out there trying to grab attention. They're not walking around, look at me, look at me. They're not doing that. They're off in the corner, in their dark corner, observing everybody around them, trying to spot a good source of supply. These covert narcissists are so shy and so dysfunctional that sometimes they can't even make a phone call to make a reservation to a restaurant or a hotel. It's really pathetic. It's like if they're 6 years old, 7 years old, and they're afraid to get on the phone and talk to a company, talk to a stranger. And yet, they are deadly. And the reason is that we dismiss them because they're antisocial, because they're not overly popular. We tend to dismiss that someone like that could be dangerous. And that's the card that they play. So we find these covert narcissists to be very shy, very soft-spoken. And that presents the idea that they're safe, innocent little creatures. But as we get to know them, what we find underneath that veil of shyness is a very powerful, highly intelligent, manipulative entity of darkness. Now keep in mind, as you already know, once you get into a relationship with a covert narcissist, that innocence, that submissive, harmless facade slowly starts to fade away. Covert narcissists are extremely passive-aggressive. They will make certain comments at the most opportune time that if you really pay attention to what they're saying, you will realize that they're angry and really pissed off at something you did. And they're just going to let you know about it in the most passive-aggressive type of way where they can easily flip it by gaslighting you if you call them out on it. That's the anger that the narcissist keeps inside and bottles up and continues to expand and drives them crazy. That's why when you see them lash out in a tantrum, it's a scary sight. It's a scary sight because they have all this anger inside that if only they had some sort of empathy, some sort of human connection, they'd be able to let go. But they have all this darkness inside, and it comes out in a passive-aggressive, semi-threatening way. If you look back, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The covert narcissist, as you know, lacks human empathy for other people's feelings or emotions. They don't give a damn about you or anybody else. They only care about themselves. It's true. Something else that's good to note about a covert narcissist is the amount of grudges that they carry forever. Covert narcissists have a list of people that supposedly wronged them or hurt them or did them bad, and they just never let go of those grudges. As a matter of fact, sometimes narcissists are created. They're not born that way, they're created. Something really traumatic happened to them at a young age, and they've carried a grudge with them for the rest of their lives that has made them the way that they are. And somehow that disorder takes place, and then the textbook narcissism school that apparently they go to comes to fruition, and they start executing on all those narcissistic points. It's just crazy how much envy, anger, covert narcissist carries within them. They're just a ball of hate ready to explode, and that bomb is gonna go off on you.